Welcome to the new episode of Dialogue Around Mental Health. I am Sharanya. With me, I have Fariha Zaman, an international gold medal swimmer, a teacher, a young mother, and she's joining us from Dubai today. Hi, Fariha.
Hi, Sharanya. How are you?
I'm good. And so, before we start off with the mental health questions and about psychology, tell me about what you're doing now and how has lockdown impacted your daily life in Dubai?
Right. Currently, I'm just at home. We don't have lockdown anymore in Dubai, but still we are. I'm following especially because I have a baby at home. I don't want to take risk. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm taking online classes. I'm working with GEMS Education. It's a chain of schools. So I am part of one of the branch. So I teach swimming there, as well as psychology there sometime, they ask me to join their counseling center sometime. So right now I'm more involved with the fitness training, and with all the kids I'm taking care about the fitness training with them. And yeah, it has really impacted my life so badly because I'm an outdoor person. And it's so difficult to be out of water currently. It's been like 3 months I've not swam, and it's really hard for us. We are like fish out of water currently. Really difficult right now.
Perfect. Yeah. So since you were talking about kids, and I just wanted to ask you, I remember the picture you shared with me about this picture, you in middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how old are you? You were 5 or 6, right?
I'll be 5 or 6 then. Yes.
So if you have a message to that Fariha and the journey from there to your college days, okay? So can you just take us through that and see, just being an athlete and being a student is different from just being a student, if you see the difference in that way, right? So what are the kind of challenges you faced and how was it?
See, it's actually a beautiful phase, I can say, that time. It was like, there's no pressure or any kind of thing, because I was passionate about swimming, and I'm still. So because of that, it's easier for me to grab everything around. Like, for example, studies. I was one of my colleague is there. You will be knowing him. So he used to just give me some tips, and I used to grab it easily. Just few days before exam, I used to just go brush my knowledge around whatever has happened with college or school. My mom used to be more regular than me in school, she used to go and get all the syllabus, everything, so that I can study and get back to exams. I have not failed in any of the paper till now, and I have passed every time, and with not bad marks, all 80 up, which is very good actually, being not studying and all that. And I feel it's because of the sport, because I'm swimming, I'm doing a lot of activity, my mind is fresh, I don't have any other things to think about. It was where I did my training of swimming in Baswangudi. Just next to that swimming pool, there was a small school, very old school. And after that, Jain College invited me because my sports was really good, and they wanted sports person in their quota, and they used to tell me to train well. They used to support me a lot. Yeah. And after that, it's going on, and I'll be telling you it's still college. But the problem was, seeing my colleagues having fun outside, and I can't, because my schedule was completely different. My morning, I used to get up, go to swimming, come back, and then again rest, eat food, do some studies, get back to pool again. So it's 8 hours of pool, and the rest at home, resting and eating. That's how it used to be.
So did you miss out hanging out with your friends and things like that?
Yes, a lot. I mean, being a teenager, then it's really hard for you to, tell yourself that, okay, fine, no parties, no going out friends. I need to dedicate myself on swimming. Yeah. It's really hard.
I
to
know.
make up our mind, right?
Did you
That's
have
how it
cheat
is.
days as such?
Sorry?
Did you have a cheat day where you would just hang out with your friends and
Yeah, I do sometimes. We Tuesdays, we have Wednesdays holiday in swimming.
mm,
So I used to just go out after college,
mm,
just go and hang out because it's not easy. I
I
mean, you need some kind of social life too. So
yeah.
yeah, we I used to have a cheat day once.
That's nice. That's lovely. So in your college, I assume you studied master. You did your master's in psychology, right? So
Not there. I shifted to Dubai, and from here I did an online course. I
so
did bachelor's there, but they wanted me to do the masters. But I wanted to, explore outside. I wanted to not study basically. I wanted to go and coach,
mm,
or I wanted to shift my sports to a different one. But it didn't happen because I'm born to be a swimmer, I suppose. When I came here, I thought I'll move to squash, but I didn't do it.
it didn't excite you
Then
very
I
much.
Yeah, didn't excite me.
Yeah.
When I came here, I got invited by many groups to train their kids.
Hmm.
So I finally decided to be a part of GEMS and train their kids.
So, how did you prepare yourself to practice consistently, and what is that one thing that motivated you throughout your swimming?
One thing will be the passion, because I wanted to do.
Hmm.
That's why it happened so long.
Hmm.
It would have happened longer, but maybe there was some guidance I didn't get.
Hmm.
This is why I stopped where I stopped right now. Otherwise, it would have gone pretty long.
Hmm.
That's what. That guidance must be. I can tell you the guidance of showing a counseling,
Hmm.
being a psychology teacher. Right now I feel that I should have gone back to the days to take help in that way.
Okay, as an athlete, you did have a coach, right? So you were saying
Yes.
that as I mean, as for emotional support as well, you need a coach or you need somebody who will support you because it's very
Yes.
critical, right? So who did you have as your support system back then?
It's always two-person. That's my mom,
Hmm.
and my coach, that is Mr. Pradeep sir. So
Okay.
he's the national coach of India,
Hmm.
where I used to train in Bangalore.
Hmm.
Both of them, if I have any kind of issue, I used to go to them. But there are certain things you cannot share.
Share.
So that's when it comes, like, that's when you stop yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. So but they were my constant support till they could.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Did you seek mental health when you were training? Did you see a therapy or anything back then?
I wanted a support system. I didn't find anyone, and I didn't go for it. Maybe I didn't get the guidance then.
Yeah.
I just made up my mind, and I went through what decision I wanted. If
Hmm.
somebody would have guided me saying that you need to continue your sports, you need to go and see a psychologist and let out your feeling, then I would have done it definitely. But my coach, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, is only he's also a psychologist. But
Okay.
there's, if a person is close to you like a
If
family, it's
you
not
cannot-
happening, right? Yeah. I just needed some guidance. Didn't happen that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you suggest your students to, reach out and have mental health? Anybody who can support them in terms of any emotional support that they
Yeah.
require. Yeah.
That's very important, and I really support that, because it's not about there's a taboo saying that why to go for psychology and counseling and all that. That's always there, but I feel you get help by that. Till now I haven't taken any help, but I think it's a good way to go and ask for some help. Right now the situation is so bad. um, I can see my students, they're suffering a lot. The one who are like in very good position in swimming, they're putting on weight, and they're just telling, we want to quit swimming. What's the point? I mean, after this, there's no way we can get back to our shape. And swimming is a sport where you need to be in contact with all the time. If you have, like, if you're out of swimming, it's very difficult to get back. One day of one session of swimming, it's like a 4 session of swimming. So you're missing out on so many sessions. 3 months is not less. So people are really, my kids are really disappointed, and some of them I feel they're depressed also. They're not able to, take this pandemic on them. Like, it's really hard for them.
So mental health will make you stronger than
Definitely, yes.
in every
I
area
feel that.
of life, actually, in fact, right?
Every not a, only sports person or anything. I can say uh, anyone, like, in grade 9 and 10, I feel the social life is being, like, distracted completely. They are at home, they're home arrest, they feel that. And that's the time you feel, life is finished. And so many cases are happening, that's, I read on article, it comes to, like, to a level of suicide, which is horrible. You cannot go to that level. You need to speak up, you need to let out your feeling, and you need to go take help, actually.
How did you deal with success? How was it when you were winning back to back and have, how did you balance yourself and not let that get into you?
One thing I can say, like, because of that attitude, I've come to this level. If you have winning on your head and you feel like you're the only one, and you have that pride feeling, you cannot go ahead in life. It's not possible. If you are down to earth, you can go ahead. That's actually karma also, you can say. God is watching. I mean, if you're doing so much, like, hard work, yeah, you need to get back all your success, but cannot show it to the world. It's just, your charm will tell the world. You don't have to show it to anyone.
Grounded.
Yes, and if you show it off, then people get offended also. But I never had that thinking at all, because I was always a shy kid back then. Even I used to get a lot of medals and all, I never used to realize that I have got so much. Because I used to work for it, I used to get it. Okay, what's a big deal in that? Okay, fine, I'm working for it, I'm getting it. I don't have to show it to the world. That's how the attitude used to be.
So now that you've transitioned from being an athlete to being a working profession and now also a teacher and a young mother, so what kind of challenges, like through along the way, what are the kind of different kind of challenges you faced in each stage? Like, you can just give us an example of one or two, and how did you deal with
sure. The latest one will be the pregnancy, I can see. And when I was pregnant, I thought how I'm going to deal with working and taking care of a baby. It's not possible. So what I did is I just quit my job. I thought I'll just leave it. In between, I just wanted to go to my workplace, and I wanted to put down my paper, but they said, sit, we'll give you leave as long as you want, because they they didn't want to lose me. So they gave me 6 months leave, where in Dubai it's only 45 days maternity. So they told me, yes, that's it, only 45 days. That's why I was a little dicey about, I should get back to work after 45 days. No ways, I was not. But for me, I wanted to balance my life. I cannot just let go my family and go work also. So balancing is very important in my thought process. So what I did is I went back to Bangalore from Dubai, and there I thought, what should I do? Like, in 6 months time, I had to think. Then I thought, okay, it's time to go back to work, and he can handle by himself. I will have some nanny to, like, you need to balance your life. You cannot give one side everything. So that is one example which was latest. Before that, I had little difficulties on moving from a competitive background to a corporate background. It's difficult to choose something. From leaving competition and coming to teaching is also a different life only. So that was another challenge I faced, but I dealt with it, because initially I thought I'll get into psychology. I got into a corporate world, but I couldn't. I was not adjusted to it. And then I got invited to a swimming again. So I was happy back to my, you know, home again.
You see your students swimming and winning competitions, I'm sure that also brings you joy.
Yeah, I see myself in their
Yeah.
place. If I, yeah, that's how I feel it. But corporate world will never suit a sports person, I feel, because there's a lot of thing you have to do other than sports. Sitting is one of the biggest challenge, which is not going to happen
Not
with
going to
me.
happen at all, guys. Is there anything that you would want to tell young parents or with like yourself and your students? What is that one thing that you would want to tell them?
See, yeah, what I can say is we need to take life easy, actually. We cannot, what I'm seeing right now, the generation of parents, they have a lot of aim for themselves, for their kids. That should be like, controlled. It's been there from long, but now it is more competitive, like, how difficult it has become for the kids to manage everything. Parents are like, I want this, so my child have to do this.
I couldn't do
That
this,
shouldn't be there.
let my child do this kind of thing.
Let my child do it. Okay, this has always been there. My child should be a doctor, so he have to take this stream, he have to go for it. No, that shouldn't be the thing. I cannot let my child say that you have to be an Olympian, you have to go for swimming, you have no other choice because I haven't gone to Olympics, you need to go it and win medals. No, his interest can be something else. He can,
Let him
yeah, let him explore what he wants to be. Like right now I can see him, he's just playing with a lot of sensory stuff, like putting knots, removing stuff at 1 year age. So I'm assuming something else he's going to be a, yeah, you never know. So it's about the child. You cannot pressurize any child. Being a young parent, I want to tell all the parents who's not even young, they need to let go of their children to explore them. Guide them, but don't push them.
So conclusively, can you tell us why is mental health important?
Of course it is all the time because, it's something like a support for you. It's something like, when you feel there's nothing after this, you need someone. I know you have your loved ones close to you, but I know there are some kind of barriers when you talk to your loved ones. You cannot let out everything. There's always a secret inside you. You cannot let everything out. So if a person who's sitting in a corner and who's willing to listen to you and help you, it's better to go for a mental health support. And we shouldn't take it as taboo for mental health support. We need to make it normal. I don't know why people are doing that even now, where science has gone so ahead in life. It should be normal by now. And it's important because in my case itself, I can say if I would have taken the mental health support on right time, then I would have gone to a much bigger platform till now. Like, I wouldn't have been like, even now I am in a good position. It's not that I'm not, but maybe I would have gone to a different level altogether. So we need to take it serious because there is a lot of things we don't know. One example is when I was going through the pregnancy, there is a postnatal depression.
True.
Yeah, everybody go through it. Most of them they do. I realized it because I studied it. So, then I told myself, okay, fine, I need to get back to my daily routine. Then only I can get rid of this. You need to, because your body completely changes. So you need to go and take help in this. Even though I knew what was happening, so I had to change myself.
So we do quickly end it. I thought I'll ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. You can give me a one-word answer or a one sentence. All right. So mental health.
Mental health, my swimming.
Your support system.
I can say right now is my son. I feel that he's the one, like the one who I always dreamt of.
So adorable. Okay, safe space. It can be a person or a place.
I feel my husband. I feel that the warmth of his is the safest.
Okay, what is your motivating line? Like,
Compete for yourself, not somebody else. You work for yourself, not for somebody else. So
mentor.
my mom,
Hmm.
I can say, always there, and my coach always been there.
Yeah.
Even now he came to Dubai. I'm so happy.
Oh, really? Okay, so he
Mhm.
came in with you as
He's
well.
working in a different company, but he's here.
Lovely. Okay, next, love.
Love is family, I can say.
Yeah.
Family, if you have family, you have love. It's not only one person. If you have family, you get all the love.
All right. So, one message that you would want to share to the viewers.
Just be happy. You need help? Go for it. Don't think twice. Just relax.
All right. Thank you so much for joining with us. And,
Thank you.
and